developed over the years that people use. And then they sit down with another human being and share it all. It's a pretty serious process. Then the hardest step, I think, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. I think becoming entirely ready to have God have your defects of character removed is a pretty tough step, to my mind. Especially because the defects of character that you don't like, those are easy. The defects of character that you kind of make you feel smart and cool, those are the hard ones. So I think this is the hardest step. Once you do that, then you get to the easiest step, which is to humbly ask Him to remove your shortcomings. Because I figure once you're entirely ready, humbly asking is pretty simple. And there are various helps within AA for people that keep track of character defects, pride and egocentricity and various kinds of things that are stumbling block, anger. Bill Wilson talks extensively in the book Alcoholics Anonymous and in the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions about the alcoholics needing to be very, very careful about anger and resentment. He really, I've read a lot of books in my career on the subject of addiction, and he really was able to capture some kind of elemental things about addiction that many, many authors just can't get their head around. Following that, you make a list of all the persons you've harmed and become willing to make amends to them all. And the narrative in the book Alcoholics Anonymous is pretty compelling. You become willing to make amends to them even if they're going to call the cops and throw you in jail. And every now and then you'll hear in the news about somebody who's made amends where it has resulted in them being convicted of a crime. They pay back the money. This is supposed to be a really exhaustive process where you make this list and then you make direct amends. The two rules that I've heard over the years are you pay back the money. Even if people say you don't need to pay back the money, you still have to pay back the money. And the other is you never make amends to old girlfriends or boyfriends. Because there's no way to do it where your ego's not involved, where it's not about showing people how good you're doing. And then the last three steps are maintenance steps. Continuing to take a personal inventory. Continuing to develop a spiritual relationship, to maintain a spiritual relationship, and to carry this message to others. Right? So those are the 12 steps. Before I move on, any questions? Yeah?
What is this message?
The message of an alcoholic's transformation, right? Yeah. Really, the message of these 12 steps